Everyone's crazy about football. But boxing? That's a never-ending game of tackles. One wrong move, game over. Tennis, a marathon with a racket. When it goes wrong, you become your own worst enemy. Now imagine every move timed in a millisecond. And behind you, a shadow, ready to steal victory. I came for football, I stay for more.
All right, hold up. I just watched this Cristiano video for the 47th time today, and I'm still not over it. Like, seriously, how does this man continue to drop content that hits different every single time? The title alone, "I came here to do what I love, but I stayed for more," is giving me chills that could power a small European country. Let me break this down piece by piece, because this isn't just a video. This is a statement. This is Cristiano basically saying, yeah, I came to Saudi Arabia to play football. But guess what? I found something bigger than football itself. And, honestly, the sheer audacity of this man to reinvent himself at 39 and make it look effortless. The opening sequence analysis. The way this video opens, you can immediately tell this isn't your typical sports promo. There's this cinematic quality that screams blockbuster movie trailer, but it's real life. When he says, "I came here to do what I love," you can hear the sincerity in his voice. This isn't PR speak. This is a man who's lived through the highest highs and the most brutal criticisms, and he's found genuine joy in an unexpected place. But then he hits us with, "But I stayed for more." Brother, I literally paused the video right there. The emphasis on more, the way he delivers it. It's like he's addressing every single critic who said he was chasing money, every pundit who claimed he was washed, every fan who thought his career was over. He's saying, "You thought you knew why I came here? You don't know anything." The Saudi Arabia transformation arc. Can we talk about how Cristiano has single-handedly changed the global perception of Saudi Arabian football? Like 2 years ago, if you mentioned the Saudi Pro League in a room full of football fans, you'd get blank stares. Now we're all checking Al Nassr highlights at 2 a.m. and pretending we knew about Saudi football culture all along. The people aspect he mentions. That's the real story here. You see him interacting with local fans, with kids who look at him like he's descended from football heaven itself, with fellow players who are experiencing this football revolution firsthand. There's this one shot in the video where he's with young Saudi players, and you can see it in his eyes. This isn't just about his legacy anymore. He's building something bigger. The energy factor. The energy, those two words carry so much weight. Anyone who's been following Cristiano's journey knows that energy has always been his currency. Real Madrid energy, Manchester United energy, Juventus energy. He feeds off it, transforms it, amplifies it. But Saudi Arabia energy, that's different. That's raw, untapped, pure enthusiasm for football, mixed with cultural pride and this sense of witnessing history. I've watched crowd reaction videos from Al Nassr matches, and the atmosphere is absolutely electric. These fans aren't just watching Cristiano Ronaldo play football. They're witnessing their league, their country, their football culture being elevated to heights they never imagined possible. And Cristiano? He's absorbing all of that energy and giving it back tenfold. World-class events, the Saudi vision. When he mentions world-class events that surprise me every day, He's not just talking about football matches. He's talking about the Saudi Vision 2030, the massive cultural shift, the investment in sports and entertainment that's transforming the entire region. Cristiano isn't just a footballer in Saudi Arabia. He's an ambassador for this transformation. Think about it. Formula One races, boxing matches featuring global superstars, concerts by international artists, and now football that rivals European leagues. Cristiano walked into the center of this cultural revolution and said, "Yeah, I'll be the face of this." The confidence, the vision, the understanding that he's part of something historic, the deeper message. But here's what really gets me about this video, the subtext. Cristiano is basically telling us that sometimes the best chapters of your life come when you least expect them. He could have retired after leaving Manchester United. He could have settled into a comfortable MLS retirement tour, or taken a coaching role somewhere. Instead, he chose the unknown, the challenging, the unconventional path. "I came here to do what I love, but I stayed for more." That's not just about Saudi Arabia. That's a life philosophy. That's about being open to experiences that challenge your preconceptions, about finding meaning in unexpected places, about never limiting yourself to what others expect from you. The production value. Can we also appreciate the cinematic quality of this video? The shots of Saudi landscapes, the architectural marvels, the cultural elements seamlessly woven with football footage. This is marketing genius. But more than that, it's storytelling. They're not just selling Cristiano Ronaldo the footballer. They're selling Cristiano Ronaldo the cultural bridge, the global ambassador, the legend who chose to write his final chapters in a place no one saw coming. The editing rhythm matches perfectly with his narrative cadence. When he talks about the people, we see genuine interactions, not staged photo ops. When he mentions world-class events, we see him in contexts that go beyond football. Cultural events, meet and greets with dignitaries, moments that show him as more than an athlete. The haters will never understand. I already know what the comment sections are going to look like. He's only there for money. The level is trash. He's ruining his legacy. These people are missing the point so spectacularly that it's almost comedic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. 5 Ballon d'Ors, multiple Champions League titles, records that will stand for decades. The man has transcended football statistics. What he's doing in Saudi Arabia isn't about proving he can still score goals, though he absolutely can and does. It's about cultural impact, about being part of something transformative, about legacy beyond trophies. The ripple effect. The influence of this move extends far beyond Cristiano himself. Look at the players who followed him. Benzema, Neymar, Mane, and countless others. Look at the investment in infrastructure, the global attention on Saudi football, the young Saudi players who now have world-class role models training alongside them every day. This isn't just Cristiano's story anymore. It's the story of an entire football ecosystem being elevated. Every time he steps on that pitch, every goal he scores, every celebration with the fans, he's contributing to something that will outlast his playing career. The Stayed for More philosophy, that hashtag Stayed for More, is going to become iconic. It's already being used beyond football contexts because it captures something universal about human experience. We all have moments where we start something for one reason and discover something deeper, something more meaningful than we initially imagined. For Cristiano, Saudi Arabia started as a new football challenge. But it became a cultural experience, a chance to be part of a nation's sporting revolution, an opportunity to impact lives in ways that go beyond what happens on the pitch. That's the more he's talking about. The long-term vision. What really impresses me about this entire narrative is the long-term thinking involved. This isn't a short-term cash grab or a retirement tour. This is strategic positioning for post-playing career influence. Cristiano is building relationships, understanding new markets, positioning himself as a global ambassador for sports and culture. When he eventually retires from playing, his connections in Saudi Arabia, his understanding of Middle Eastern culture, his role in the transformation of Saudi football, all of this becomes part of his lasting legacy. He's not just playing football. He's building an empire. The emotional resonance. But beyond all the strategic analysis and cultural impact discussions, there's something genuinely emotional about this video. You can see in Cristiano's eyes, but he's found something special in Saudi Arabia. This isn't manufactured happiness for a marketing campaign. This is a 39-year-old legend who thought he knew what the final chapters of his career would look like, only to discover that life had other plans. The way he talks about being surprised every day, that's the voice of someone who's rediscovered joy in his profession. After decades at the highest level, after experiencing everything football has to offer, he found a place that still surprises him. That's beautiful, man. That's genuinely beautiful. Conclusion. The GOAT's greatest move. I'm going to say something that might sound crazy. Cristiano's move to Saudi Arabia might be the smartest career decision he's ever made. Not from a football perspective, but from a holistic life perspective. He could have stayed in Europe, fought for another season or two at a top club, maybe won another trophy, or broken another record. Instead, he chose to be a pioneer, to be part of something unprecedented, to write a completely unique final chapter to an already legendary career. Years from now, when we look back at Cristiano's career, I think the Saudi Arabia chapters will be viewed as some of the most impactful, not because of the football alone, but because of the cultural bridges built, the lives impacted, the transformation he helped catalyze. I came here to do what I love, but I stayed for more. That's not just a video title. That's the perfect summary of what it means to remain open to life's possibilities, even when you think you've seen it all. Cristiano Ronaldo, you absolute legend. Thank you for continuing to surprise us, inspire us, and show us that the best stories are often written in the most unexpected places. What do you all think? Drop your thoughts below. And before any haters come for me, yes, I'm biased. Yes, I'm a CR7 fan. But that doesn't make anything I said less true. The man is operating on levels we can barely comprehend. Read it loud.